Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another Garrett Rogers Outdoors. Sorry I haven't posted in, I don't know, since the trout hatchery video, and that was a full video. That was my last full video, and the last short I made was a week ago, 2 weeks. I'm not exactly sure. Sorry, been busy a little bit getting ready for deer season. Urban archery has started here in Virginia. Today, I'm going to show you my 2025 archery setup. You may be able to see it right there. You can see this case, I know. You can see the arrow tips. But I'm going to go through a full breakdown of my 2025, guess it'd be 2025, 2026. They done a bunch of crazy stuff to Virginia's seasons, so yeah. We have 4 weeks of rifle in the zone I'm in instead of 2. So, and in other zones, rifle goes from November 15th, I believe, to January 3rd. I personally don't like that, but Virginia DWR, you do you. I'm not managing the herd myself. So, I'm going to go over my bow setup. Got a full quiver. I'll go over my arrow setup also. Take them off. But this year I'm running the Bear Adapt 2 from the Hunting Public. And it's the basic model. It was at Cabela's on clearance. There's my release. My release is just a Trophy Ridge Archer, I believe it's called. Arch X. Trophy Ridge, if you want to sponsor me, leave a comment. Trophy Ridge ain't going to see this, but send it to Trophy Ridge. Maybe we'll get a sponsor. Probably too small of a channel, but anyways, running the Trophy Ridge Arch X release. Has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different little holes here that you can set it on. My bad. Didn't mean to drop that. And I like it a little loose on my wrist. That's the way I've always shot releases, or the way my dad's always taught me to shoot releases, that he likes it. So that's how I like it usually. So I put it on the 5th one. I used to put it on the 4th one when I first got it because it wasn't broke in yet. And then I started tightening it down on the 5th one. And the 5th one was really tight for a while. And I clipped it around my old bow and it just stretched it out. So the 5th one is pretty loose. And that's how I like it. And like old T-Bone Turner always says, make sure you can fully put your finger around it. So I just, every time I shoot, usually bring it back behind my wrist and hold it out like that just to make sure I can fully wrap my finger around it, such as so, like that. Just as if you were shooting a pistol or a shotgun or a rifle. You want your finger fully wrapped around that trigger. You don't just want to clip it. Now this is very sensitive. Like, you blow on it wrong, it's going off. So you have to be very careful to have your finger behind that when you're pulling it back. Not sure exactly what kind of spring is in it that makes it do that, but I really do like that it's that touchy, because I personally like light triggers and such. But anyway, before I go in depth with the bow, I'm going to go over my arrow setup. These are my target tips. I have a couple extras up there, right there. That's the stockpile of arrows. Just aluminum arrows that my dad used to use and everything else. But anyway, my arrows that I'm running this year are the Black Eagle Renegades. They are a smaller shaft diameter, and I just really like them. They're 5mm diameter instead of 6mm, and since it's a smaller shaft diameter, apparently it condenses more carbon down on it, is what my local bow shop guy told me, and it makes them heavier. I really like to watch the hunt in public, so I like heavy arrows. Most people that watch them probably do. So, complete setup, I think I'm running about 508 grains is what we weighed them out as. And up front I have, I believe it's just the steel inserts that come with them. They're half outs. I'm gonna try them this year. I watched Ranch Fairy. He said they bend, but we're gonna try them this year. If they bend up when I shoot something and flunk me up, then I'm gonna get some steel sleeves and we're gonna fix that problem. Hopefully they'll be able to go on these, because I really do like these arrows. But I believe those half outs are 50 grain, and then I have 125 grains on the end there as my broadheads, for my broadheads and my field hips. And then it's just the normal knock or whatever, and yeah, they're pretty slick arrows. Really do like them, and I like that they have this bright yellowish neon green. Hopefully I'll be able to find my arrow if I shoot something. But anyway, let's go over our broadheads here. So I have 2 different broadheads in here just to make it a full quiver, because I'm too broke. This channel hasn't went viral yet, so yeah, I don't have no money. So I bought 1 pack of these G5 Montecs, and then I grabbed some 125 grain muzzies that I had laying around the house, and I only had 2 of those at the house. Thought I only had 1, but I had 2, so I have a full quiver, which is nice. But I have these G5 Montecs on the end of the Black Eagle Renegade. I believe that the G5 Montecs are 1 1/16 or 1 1/8 inch cutting diameter. One of the 2. So I have 3 G5 Montecs and 2 125 grain muzzies. So let's go more in depth to the Adapt 2. I don't know if y'all have seen the Adapt 2. You probably have. The Adapt 2 is a Bear archery, and the basic model comes with a 4-pin sight. I think it's the, I can't remember. It might be, I believe it's the Fatal 4, but I'm not sure. Really nice sight though. I have it sighted 10, 20, 30, 40. Because I'm not planning on shooting past 30. But 40 is nice to have just in case. And then it comes with the V Whisker Biscuit. That is really nice. The V Whisker Biscuit. Pretty cheap. And then it comes with peep tubing. And that has broke on me a couple times. When you first get the bow, if you get the bow, you're definitely going to need to replace it, because I got about 30 shots in and it snapped. Only con on this bow, this bear paw grip that it comes with. If you have a bear and you're complaining about the bear grip, I know I used to have a little bear, and the grip, I didn't like it very much because it was just metal. invest in this bear paw grip. I think it's like $30. If you have the money for it, invest in it. It is so nice and comfortable. It also comes with this little wrist strap, and the specs on it are draw length 24 inch to 31 inches, and the poundage weight's 55 pounds to 70 pounds. And I have mine set at a 29 inch draw length and 70 pounds. So I'm pulling 70 pounds with 29 inches. And these Black Eagle Renegades, forgot to say, they are 300 spine. It was either 300 spine or 250. I asked my bow shop guy. He told me I should run 350. I could run 250 if I wanted to, but he said that's a really stiff arrow. And since I was only at a 29 inch draw, he would recommend a 300. So that's what we ended up with. But that is rundown on my 2025 hunting setup. We have the Adapt 2. Also, another thing on the Adapt 2, it is a single cam. Probably seen it, but a single cam is just a wheel. That's what most of the older bows were or used to be. It's just a wheel, such as like a little pulley wheel, and then a cam on the bottom. So that means it's just this cam and this wheel turning with the string. A good thing about single cams is that they're smoother draw, people say. I've noticed it is a pretty smooth draw. Not smoother, I would say, than my old Bowtech, but it is pretty smooth. And you don't have to time it because it's just a single cam and this is just a wheel. So you don't have to time both of them and line them up. So that's really good. But otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. That is my 2025-2026 bow hunting setup.